Hello everyone, hope you're all safe and well. Welcome to this program, Read Your Bible Through in a Year. And today we are on day 64, almost towards the end of the book of Numbers. In the Old Testament, today we will be reading from the book of Numbers, chapter 31, 32, and 33. In the New Testament, from the Gospel according to Mark, chapter 9, verses 1 through to 29. Thanks for tuning in, and if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell icon so you will receive reminders and notifications. And if you have missed any of my previous days teaching, please do click on the bell to the link on the top right hand corner of your YouTube screen, and you will be able to go back and listen to my previous days teaching. Well, let's go straight to today's reading, Numbers chapter 31, 32, and 33 here. The Canaanites, not the Canaanites, the Midianites are destroyed. The Lord asks Moses to go and fight against the Midianites. So Midianites are the people they caused Israelites to sin. The Balaam caused the Israelites to sin by worshipping the Baal, the goddess Baal. A plague comes on the people of Israel. We just read 2 days ago. Now, God wants to take vengeance against the Midianites, so he sends the 12,000 men to fight the Midianites, and they destroy everyone. There is a list of people who were destroyed: is Evi, Rechem, Zur, Hurrah, and Reba. The 5 kings of Midians were destroyed, and also killed the Balaam, the son of Beor. That is Baal of Beor king. He was killed as well. The Israelites captured all the Midianites' women, children, their cattle, and everyone, and they come to Moses, and very proudly they tell them all whatever they bought as the spoils of war. And Moses was really angry because they brought all the Midianites women as well, and he tells them off. Look, it is because of these Midianite women that you caused such a plague to come on Israelite, and more than 24,000 people died, and now you have brought the Midianite women again. So back to the same position. So he asks every woman to be killed who has laid with a man, and all the boys to be killed as well, and he lets live only the virgins to live. So that's what we read in 31 on, also how the the spoils of the war was divided between the people. Then in 32 chapter, there's a very interesting thing. So we read about these two tribes of Reubenites and Gadites. So they are shepherds actually. They had very large herds of flock, and when they saw the land of Jazer and Gilead, they found that that land is very good for their cattle, and it is very safe and secured. So they asked Moses to say, look, don't let us cross the river Jordan. Rather, we will take this land for our possession, because this is very good for our herd, and also we can make sure that our children and women are safe. But Moses is angry, and he says, look, we are almost here, and it is because of your disobedience we were in Kadesh that we had to spend 40 years in the desert. Now we are doing this. But again, these people, they said, no, we will fight with you until the promised land is captured, and we enter the promised land, and we make sure all the Israelite tribes receive their own portion. Then we will come back. So make note of this. This is very, very important. That is the Transjordanian tribes. So out of 12 tribes, obviously the Levites don't get any portion, and there are 2 of these tribes who opted to stay the other side of Jordan when they saw, because the nature of their job, probably because they were shepherds and they owned lots of livestock. So that's the agreement Moses has with these Gadites and Reubenites. Okay, whatever they say, whatever you ask us to do, and we will do it. We will fight the battle. We will leave our women and children here with our cattle and sheep and everything, and we will come with you, fight the battle, and make sure all the Israelites get their portion. Then we will come back and settle. And Moses agrees to that, and he tells them, if you don't do this, whatever you said, then you're causing sin. And also chapter 33 is a very, very important chapter, because in this Moses himself writes the different stages which the Israelite people traveled, the stages in Israel's journey. Here the stages of the journey of the Israelite were from the time when they came out of from Egypt by division at Lord's command. Moses recorded the stages in their journey. So how they started from Egypt, when they started, you can read through the various stages, various places they've come. One of my friends did a map study of where this journey took place. And it was quite interesting, the places where the Israel visited. So that is what we see about in chapter 33. Coming back to the New Testament, we are reading again, still in Gospel according to Mark, chapter 9, verses 1 through to 29. So in 29, it starts with the transfiguration. He takes with him Peter, James, and John, and led them upon to the high mountain where he transfigures. Okay, so and he explains to them, and another miracle follows that, the healing of a boy Jesus with evil spirit. So when Jesus, there was a large, when they came to the other disciples, they saw a large crowd around them and the teachers of the law arguing with them. As soon as all the people saw Jesus, they were overwhelmed with wonders and ran to greet him. What are you arguing about? Then a man came from, teacher, I brought my son. He was not able to heal that. So he says, Jesus gets annoyed and says, oh, unbelieving generation, how long shall I stay with you? How long shall I put up with you? Bring the boy to me. And he heals the boy, and he's a deaf and mute spirit, and he commands the spirit. Look at the miracle, what Jesus did now, and chapter 8, the last miracle, Bethsaida. So he orders the spirit to come out, and he says some of the miracles can be worked only by prayer and fasting. Okay, the spirit convulsed him violently and came out. The boy looked so much like a corpse, and that many said he's dead, but Jesus took him in hand. So it was a violent thing. And also very important thing, what Jesus says is everything is possible for him who believes. One of my favorite quotes about Jesus. Okay, so if it is possible for you, then it is, you can do it. So that is what we read in today's New Testament. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope it was a blessing. I'm recording all these sessions at one stage, so you can, there will be a continuity, because these chapters are very, very important. So until I see you tomorrow, have a great day, and stay safe, stay blessed, and goodbye.